Okay, welcome. This is Donna Shaw. This is Saturday night, and it's July the 25th, I believe. The year is over half over, or just about half over. And I hope everybody today has had a beautiful Saturday night. Goes Dennis. He's spraying around our perimeter for bugs. I hope some people come live here with me tonight. I was talking about things that smolders. That's why I called it smoldering. And I was wondering if you ever noticed that somebody who carries unforgiveness is always smoldering. Doesn't take much to ignite them. Even if you think their fire's out, they're kind of touchy. Let's see here. I have to go this way. I just have to hold it this way. I need to get a tripod or something out here if I'm going to start coming out here to the fire and doing stuff. Hey, Donna Peanuts Gallery and Jim Adams, both of you. Great to see you. Have you guys had a nice day today? Would you like to tell me a little bit about your day? I'm talking about things that are smoldering, how emotions inside of us can smolder. Hi, Jess K. Cat. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having a nice weekend. It's beautiful out here in Indiana. Hi, Nez. It is a lovely fire. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The air is beautiful out here. I'm breathing good. And it titled my stream Smoldering, about things that smolder. Oh, celebrating Wyatt's birthday. Have been over there. Kisses all over. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. How is that walking Lucy? I heard. Yeah, she's taking a few steps here and there. When she starts to fall down, she goes, uh oh. Then she falls. It's so cute. Uh oh. It's like she knows she's going to lose her balance. Hey, Tavi Smith. Smiles to you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Lori J. Jim Adams said, lazy day, fed and watered the chickens. Hey, that's nothing wrong with that, is there? Nothing wrong with that. I sure love living where I do. There's a farm behind me, so I get the pleasure of seeing horses and goats and occasional pig that comes in my yard and eats my apples. And I get to hear roosters down the street, Jim, so I get to hear those every single morning. Yeah, so it's good to see everybody today. Yeah, I've been talking about things that smolder and things that make you passionate. What is it that you have smoldering inside? It could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. Some things we got to quench and other things we got to ignite. Oh, tell Sammy I said hello, Nez. I didn't know he was live. So tell him I said hello. I just decided to come live randomly. So I'm out here enjoying the fire and tell him I said hello. So, does anybody out there want to tell me something that they feel is smoldering? Sometimes it's a dream that we've had, something that we've always wanted to do, but we've been afraid to do it. Oh, you got to do the dishes, Donna. Oh, it's too bad you can't put one of your kids or grandkids into doing it. I think when you get so old, that's your prerogative to do that. I really do. I've done my time with dishes, boy. I've done a lot of dishes. That's for sure. But sometimes something smoldering can be something that, you know, like for instance, okay, my father was an amazing artist and he was a very good cartoonist. But I think that he'd always been told, get a real job. Get a real job. Lots of love to you too, Ness. And I think that made him like not pursue his talent of being a cartoonist. He definitely had the talent to do it, but instead he became a house painter. But he still drew on the side all the time. He couldn't help himself, you know. What do you guys have smoldering? Jim Adams, do you have a Pabst Blue Ribbon smoldering in your refrigerator waiting to be drank? Just thought I'd ask. Good night, Nez. Have a good night. Sammy is live on his website. Okay. Okay. Ha, Jim Addison. Pop a top again, right? Pop. I'm really not much of a beer drinker, but occasionally, maybe one beer if it's real hot and the beer's real cold. Actually, I used to, if I drank beer, I used to like to drink Corona beer, but I'd only drink maybe one. While everybody else is down three or four, I could drink one. That's about it. I never really liked the taste of it too much, but when it's really hot, it's really good, to have a cold beer. Like today, I got to mow the grass, and oh, I love the smell of the grass, on the. And I got a riding lawnmower, and I'm loving it. It's like I feel like a kid on a little toy car. And my husband's really good. He lets me ride all over the place. He doesn't care if I am real, efficient. The fact that I'm doing it and having fun, And then if there's places I can't get or reach, when I'm done, he'll get those places, and he just smiles from ear to ear. I think he enjoys seeing me having fun on the mower. I am enjoying it. It is a lot of fun. Do you guys like to mow? Anybody out there like to mow? Hey, there's Sammy. How you doing, Studio Geek? Thank you for coming over. How you been, honey? How you been? Hope you're doing good, Sammy. Are you still, putting out some more videos? I'm sorry, I haven't been watching much YouTube, but I'm wanting to get back in it, and I miss everybody. And I have a lot of fires in the evening this time of year, and I've been doing a lot of cleaning in the yard and thinking about things. Sometimes it's really good to just work in the yard and think about stuff. I've got a friend that likes to pull weeds. He actually likes to pull weeds. And he says when he does that, that's when he sits down and he talks to God. And, that's the thing he likes to do. And it's a good time to kind of get your head clear and all that. I wish you guys could smell this fresh air here. It's so wonderful. I just found out this evening that Indiana put out a law that if you're caught not wearing a mask in public, you could be, well, you would be, your punishment would be 6 months in jail. And I thought, wow, that's pretty harsh. But if Indiana's doing it, I wonder how many other states are doing it. And whether I disagree or agree with it is irrelevant. It's kind of a have to thing unless you want to go 6 months in jail. And where could you go to get away from it? Where can you go? You could leave planet Earth. And one day we will, one day we will. But right now, this is something that's a challenge. It's something, whatever's happening worldwide, we have to face it, you know. And I'm thankful at this time that, I'm healthy. My husband's healthy. My kids are healthy. My grandkids are healthy. I'm really thankful for that. And it's just a strange world right now. It's almost like we're in a dream. This has been a really strange year. 2020 has been kind of hazy, you know. Have you guys felt that way too, or is it just me? Does it feel like you're kind of, in a dream maybe? You're going to wake up and this is all going to be a bad dream and this was just foolishness or, something like that. That's what it feels like. Ah, me too, my favorite smell. Yeah, Lori likes the fire. Lucy's doing really good, Sammy. She's, taken a few steps and she's Right before she falls, she says, "Uh-oh," and then she falls, which I think is funny because she knows she's going to fall. So she's still kind of slow on her walking, but she's doing it and she's doing good. But boy, she's talking up a storm. That girl can say about anything you ask her to say. Right now, I think her latest word that she's liking is yellow. She says yellow. One day, Megan had was on FaceTime and we were talking, you know, and she she was looking into the camera, and she goes, "I Lucy." Megan, she goes, "Did you just say hi, Lucy?" And she'll nod, yes, yes. Jim Adams says it's phew, unconstitutional unless it's a law passed by Indiana state legislature. Well, I seen it on a news thing and I haven't checked into it. It just made me ill. I thought, oh Lord, because if they're going to start making people have to do 6 months in jail, then and it's in Indiana, it'll be all over. It won't be just Indiana. Um, Don and Peanuts Gary said we have real strict rules here, high fines if no mask, and I agree we need it to stop this virus. And then I'll have to come back on because I'm on the phone. I don't know. Maybe I can tap the screen and come back on. I don't know. Somebody has to type something else so I can come back on. There we go. Okay, stop this virus from spreading. Lori J said grass. I just saw. Ah, sorry about that. I just saw on Facebook what you posted. So cute. You will win in a court of law. Well, I hope so, Jim, if that happens, but I don't want to I don't want to go to jail. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, Sammy, I posted that on Facebook where she was saying yellow. Is that what you were talking about? I'm always posting stuff on Facebook about Lucy. I can't help myself. She's just the light of my life. I'm so thankful for her. Mm. Dennis is gonna rig up something to where I don't have to hold the phone. I hope so. Anyway, we're gonna try. He's working on it. He's so inventive. He's quite inventive. My husband is quite inventive. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Thomas Jordan. So good to see you. How you been? If you guys want to tell me some of the latest things that's going on your channel so I can catch up with you and see what's up and studio gig when you singing a song next on YouTube. I've been wanting to do that. I've got several songs that I've written that I want to produce. And for some reason, I just haven't done it. Me and Dennis will work on it for a little bit, and then I'll work on it a little bit. But in the near future, before fall, I'm sure I'll have another song or two on YouTube. And I'm sure that I'm probably going to upload it on this channel, on the Donna Shaw channel. It's a lot bigger channel. I would love to hear your opinions of that if you guys think I should upload it on the other. Yeah, we are grandmas, Donna. We sure are. I love being a grandma. It's such a blessing. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, I know, honey. You don't have a channel, but you like to go to other people's channels. I really like that, you can do this. This is quite interactive. Oh, you can see that's my husband working. He's working on a tripod. Huh. I don't know what he's up to. He's quite ingenious, really. All right, so who else wants to tell me about their channel? Thomas is a great supporter, though. He's wonderful. Him and his wife, they're both really nice people. Okay. Before Rant Jams comes back. Yeah, I'll have it done before he comes back. Maybe. But I just can't reveal certain things that I'd like to reveal to you all when it comes to rent jams. And
Yes.
the reason is because, I don't want to spoil anything other than just say, I will say he got married. Oh, Thomas just said, hello, Dennis.
Hello, Thomas. Let me see.
Okay, here we go. Boy, that'd be neat if you get that to work. And I don't have to hold it. This would be like, oh, yes. Oh, yes. He's so smart. He did it. Yay. Is this mine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're wonderful. He got to work. I got my hands free. And now I have a glass with Coke Zero that my husband gave me. Isn't he wonderful?
Yeah.
But now you see, I can have my hands free, talk to you guys a lot better. This is really cool. It's like you're out here with the fire with me. See, I should have brought my guitar out, but I didn't. Sometimes, I just like to talk, and for you guys to talk to me. But the whole thing, it just hit me about the smoldering. Again, I go back to, the subject tonight about passions that are deep inside that are smoldering, where somebody might not realize they're there. And it can be all kinds of passions. It can be uh, passions of unforgiveness, which is bad. And it's really easy to ignite somebody who's carrying a lot of unforgiveness. And by ignite, I mean they get very touchy people. People who have a low opinion of themselves and they're carrying that around and they don't want that to show, and that is smoldering inside of them. Often those people um, like to accuse and blame others around them so they can get the heat off themselves, so to speak. It's something to really think about. Smoldering. You know, um, if you have a dream, something you've always wanted to do, and for some reason you're afraid to ignite that fire, that can be smoldering inside, Um, Even love, like passion, you know. I guess, I had a smoldering love for Dennis and didn't really realize it until the first time he asked me to dance. And when we got that close to one another, it was like, oh boy. Woo, I had goosebumps upon goosebumps.
Ignite it.
I got ignited all right. Woo,
Light that fire.
it was something else. I couldn't help it.
Ah.
But, for those who don't know, that's here, Scott or Megan, excuse me, Lowe's Girl and Rant Jams did get married. It's official. They got married. They eloped. And I didn't even know about it until, I don't know, maybe a week later, something like that. We were down there, or up, yeah, from where we live. We were down there visiting. And, I'll be honest, I've been aggravating Rant Jams for a long time about getting married because, I love Lowe's Girl so much. Like she's my very own daughter. And I love, Lucy, my goodness, and the boys. She has two other children, two boys. I love them dearly. And I just wanted to see them get married, and live happily ever after kind of thing. And so I would tease them. I didn't want Lucy to start school and, you know, them still not be married. But ultimately, whatever your kids do when they grow up, it's their choice and their decisions, and you have to accept those decisions. So I was trying not to aggravate him too much. And um, I forget how he even came up, but I said something. And pretty soon, Lowe's Girl, she brought me this piece of paper. And it was what it was, is it was a marriage license. And when I saw it, I thought, oh boy, they're going to get married. And I got excited and I said, you're going to get married? And Rant Jim says, we're already married. But I want you to know that I was very happy, and it didn't matter that they didn't have a big wedding or anything. Um, just because you get married doesn't mean you have to buy other people cake, right? It's all about them too, and they have a beautiful relationship, and I'm very happy to see that spark back in my son's eye again. And, um, Lowe's girl's a really good fit for him. Really good. And she's a good fit for me and Dennis, too. What are you doing?
Let's see.
I'm trying to see if anybody's still there. Where they say
Oh,
there's
okay.
six people in here, and they're
All
just
right.
listening to me rant on, I guess. Since my son's rant jams, it makes sense that mom would rant sometimes.
I didn't know if me having that there stopped you from seeing the chat.
Well, what I like this is my real fire. They're all everybody's here is like they're sitting around my fire. Who here likes to see the fire? Are you who's enjoying the fire? I can feel the heat off of it. It's perfect. Man, I wish you'd have done this a long time ago. My hands feel so much better. They were hurting holding that phone. Now maybe go live more often out here like this. What do you think? What you
Chats.
moving it for? It's
I don't.
perfect.
Well, I don't think the chat's working.
Okay, well let's see. Somebody type in the chat. Lori, type in the chat for me so I can see if it's working. Because Dennis doesn't think it's working, but I think it only works when somebody types in it. I don't know. I don't see anything but the fire.
Yeah. See, chat's not working.
He says chat's not working. Now, Lori J, if you're out there and I ask you to type in the chat, I know you would just type in it. So I don't know why it's not working. Oh, there it is. Whoa. Oh, no wonder you. It's the way you had it. Oh, oh. Now I
I
see
can't
it.
read
Okay,
nothing.
now I can go back. Oh, hold on. Okay, thought you were gone on. No, I'm not leaving till Monday. I'm going back to see Rant Jams on Monday and Lowe's Girl and Lucy and the boys. Okay, now I see the chat. I go there as much as I can, Sammy. During the summer months, I try to go once every other month, once a month. I was there in the end of June. I was there, and so I'm going again. It's whatever I can afford. Hey, Christian Meeker, so good to see you. Happy belated birthday to Gage. He sure is a cutie, and as he gets older, I can see where he looks more like you. Oh, Jim said, love a campfire. I do too. This is so nice. Hi, Ox. Good to see you. How you doing? Good to see you. What's up? They say, what's up? Yeah, I'm about, how far away are we? 4.5, 5 hours?
Yeah, from rant.
Yeah, probably about 4.5 to 5 hours from Rant Jams it takes us to get there. Yeah, it's a little ways. So we can't always afford to go, and we try to pinch pennies sometimes to get to go. But that's my grandbaby. She ain't grown up without grandma and grandpa too, as far as that goes. She's papaw. She says papaw and grandma, and she says about anything that you want her to say. Oh, what's that like? Yeah, that is far. Yeah, it is a little far to me. Yeah. But there was a time, we've all lived all over, it seems like. Rant Jams did live before he was with anybody. He lived in Wyoming for a couple years. And that was really hard. Oh, it was really hard because Wyoming, that gets cold real early there. And a lot of times he had planned on a bus ride to come home for a weekend or a week or something. And they'd have real bad snowstorms up there. So the buses, they wouldn't be leaving. They was, too bad, Dad, kind of thing. So he was up there for a couple years. I think he come back to Indiana right before he turned 21. I can't believe that. I got a birthday coming up August 9th. I'm going to be 57. And then 6 days later, Rant Jams has a birthday. And he's going to be 34. He's going to be 34. I had to think about it. because my oldest boy just turned 38. And if Corey was still alive, he would have been 36. So, yeah, Rant Jams is going to be 34 August 15th. So, I'd like to hear your opinion about wearing masks, and I'm not going to argue the point either way. I just want to hear, the people that are here. If you're in favor for wearing the mask, just say yes, and if you're not, say no. And I just kind of want to know. That's all. I just want to know. Uh-oh, what happened there? I don't know what I did. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, the chat thing isn't working again. I don't know why. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay.
That's what
Oh
it sounds
yeah,
like.
nobody said anything, I guess. Well, I'm a talker. But hey, when you sit around the campfire, you're supposed to talk to me. You know? Let me know what's going
Sure.
on with your life. Are you happy right now? Are you sad? What thing is smoldering inside of you? Some people even have joy smoldering inside of them. They don't even want to let the joy out because they're afraid if they do, they'll jinx it. Have you ever known anybody like that? Wow, I sure have. And they walk around with the grouchy look on their face all the time, afraid to smile, afraid to face a crack. Oh, when I grew up, I had to have a pleasant look on my face all the time or I got in trouble. You know? Did you guys, was any of you raised that way that if you got a frown on your face, you got in trouble for it? But now people say, Donna, you smile all the time. But I guess I do smile quite a bit. I'm a basically very happy person, and no matter what's going around me, because I trust the one who made everything. And we have went through all kinds of tight times in our life, and we found that God's taken care of us the whole time. So He's still going to take care of us. And I just feel blessed, to be a part of His creation. And I try to focus on the good stuff. And I try to make a difference everywhere I go, one person at a time. I think that's all any of us has to do is to be the best person we can be. Try to be kind to people and love one another. Our cat's out here. We have this cat. Her name is Babe, okay? And when we moved out here over a year ago, this cat was wild, okay? Wild. And she was born underneath our deck. Well, Dennis, he kept trying to tame her up, and I was trying to tame her up, and we tried all kinds of stuff. It took a couple of months. And the first time Dennis went to pet her, oh, she tore into him like no tomorrow. And the thing is she was showing all the signals like cats do that want to be petted. She was rolling around, she was, look at me, I'm pretty, I'm cute, all the things that cats do. You know how they are if anybody out there has cats. So he reached down to pet her, and it was a row, she tore into him. But now she adores him so much.
Hmm.
And she comes into the house, and she even has a few people that are friends of ours that'll come over that she'll come out for. Which,
Oh, baby.
but they're real big animal people. I think animals know. Do you guys think animals know, if you're an animal person? Do you think they know? Hey, now, yes, and no. Let's see. Okay. Hey, there's Country Girl. Good to see you, Country Girl. And look, there's Judy Turner. Oh, my sister in the Lord right there. She's always full of joy and love. Thomas Jordan said, Donna, are you and Jenna still playing music for the older people in the Elks Club? Me and Jenna. You mean me and Dennis? You have to let me know for sure from where at. Where are you from? Because I've played in the Elks in southern Indiana. I've played all over. So, where are you from, Thomas? Help me out again. Oh, yeah, he meant to say dentist. You mean dentist. I still got you. Sammy said, love cats. Jim Adams said, yes, they do. Oh, yeah, cats are riot. They really are right. Yeah, Lori, she's got a couple of cats. They're her buddies, you know. Cats are pretty cool. But when they love you, it's because they want to. It's never because they have to. They're, you know, you know how they are. But yeah, me and Dennis are playing all over Thomas. Well, we were, but we can't now. I mean, this COVID thing, you know, some places even are making it against the law to sing. It's crazy. But what I'm going to start trying to do is I'm going to call some of the places that we played for that I know miss us. And I'm going to start offering to go in on maybe a Saturday evening when it's not real hot to play outside, do an outdoor concert for them when it's not in the heat of the day to see if any of them will, go ahead and do that. Thomas said, I'm sorry, Donna, we are from Rhode Island. Yeah, little Rhode Island. That's a little bitty place, isn't it? Someone said they should have brought marshmallows. Well, we have had a hot dog roast out here the last couple of nights, and we had s'mores. We did. But Dennis is going to put some more logs on the fire. Watch, see if you can see it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah. Now, see, it's a custom when people sit around the fire and they talk that everybody says stuff, not just me, not just oh, Gabby, me. Country gal, I was laughing about her, country girl, sorry, also known as Kentucky girl. I was saying last night if I would have forgot to pick up chocolate, we wouldn't have had s'mores, we would have had mores because we wished we had more chocolate. And right now we don't have any chocolate, so if we wanted to have mores, that would be a marshmallow in between two graham crackers, toasted. We think of that. We think of that,
We
Dennis.
could release a crack and you can go Godzilla on just a marshmallow.
Well, if you decided to roast a marshmallow, they could watch you. They could watch
Oh
the
yeah,
marshmallow. Oh, he's good at it.
the flames it work out real good.
He said with the flames, it'd go poof. My husband has roasting a marshmallow down to an art, okay? He can roast them to where they're just beautifully browned on the outside. They're just perfect. But I found out last night when a friend of mine was here that some people just like them straight up burnt. And then they grab the outside of the marshmallow that's burnt and they pop that. Then they take the marshmallow that's left that's still on their stick, they put it back in the fire and burn it and do it again until you can't do it no more. Yummy, Judy Turner said. Hey, tell me, when's the last time, everybody that's here, that you guys were at a campfire? Can you tell me? Tell me, when is the last time that you guys were at a campfire? You need to hear me sing again? Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I should have brought my guitar out here and tuned it
Really?
up. I should have. I could have sat here and sang by the
I could bring
campfire.
it for you if you're
Would you
dying
would you
for it.
want Dennis to go get my guitar and
Oh
tune it up
no,
for me? That green one's in there.
the green one?
And I should have a tuner in it and a capo. Maybe.
As you wish.
You really? But then,
Well then you know what? You want
what
my
I'd
drum?
want
No,
a
you
I'd
don't
want a
want my
good
drum.
I'd
Just
want
I
a
know how you
guitar
are.
book and
Oh my God!
I'd want a
What?
music stand.
What?
Oh, my
Uh,
husband's awesome. Okay, Country Gal said she went camping last week. You did. How long did you go camping for? Did you go fishing? Did you, you know, were you at a campground or were you at by a lake or what? Country Gal. Heck yeah, Jim Adams said. Yeah, I love the fire. To me, that's like it's all about that. You like yours burnt, somebody said. Oh, Lori J. You like your marshmallows burnt so you
Yeah.
can do the same thing, pull the outside of them off and pop it and then do it again.
Light it, count three, and blow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do that. Oh, she went for a week and she did some fishing and got on a pontoon boat.
Oh, there you go.
Man, me and Dennis, we've been talking about that. Did you rent a pontoon boat? Because we would love to do that sometime. We'd like to know how much it is. It'd be wonderful.
Well, we checked it. It ain't cheap.
Yeah, Nez Lover's back. Do you like your marshmallows burnt on the fire, Nez, or do you like to slowly roast them? Hmm.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a fire. That's what Corey used to say, isn't it? Ooh, that's a fire. Yes. Yes, it's so much fun. Oh, I bet it was. I love to be. I have some friends that live on the river, and they invited us today to come up and to take a boat ride and all, and it would have been nice, but we're getting ready to go see Miss Lucy and Rand Jams and Lowe's girl. And we had a lot of mowing, a lot of stuff like that to do around the house, before we leave. So we're finishing up with things like that. So when we leave, we won't have to worry about it. I'm going to soak down the garden real good and do all that kind of good stuff. And hopefully it'll be okay when we get back. Put a lot of food and water out for the cat. Yeah, it'll be all right. We'll make it when it gets icy and stuff. I don't like traveling much in the ice and snow. Hard enough to travel in this time of year. It's funny, I've been on the road for 12 years, and me and my husband, we've been to Wyoming, to Washington D.C. All he was on the road all over. I think he'd been to almost every state in the United States. We've done so much traveling, and here I am at this stage in my life that I don't like to travel anymore. I just don't. I'm very uncomfortable on the road, and I've seen a lot of crazy stuff on the road, and I just really don't like to travel.
I know.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah. We've had a lot of almost kind of accidents, happen. And it's just the good Lord, man. It's
Yeah.
just the good Lord.
Sometimes you tell you just pull over. You pull over and wait a couple hours, and all of a sudden you go back and there's disaster on the road, right
Yeah.
where you could have been.
Yeah.
It's like wow.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear Dennis. Hopefully you could, but his
Uh,
voice isn't. Can you hear him okay? Um, yeah, he was saying like so many times, what we might have pulled over and then got back on the road and just missed a really bad accident. Or somebody crashes right in front of us. Last time we were coming home from their house, there was a semi. Well, it was a car hauler actually, wasn't it? And a car in front of us that almost hit. We thought for sure they were going to hit. And everybody on the interstate wants to talk about social distancing. Where is the highway distancing? Where's it at? I don't know. But people don't want to leave any room. Everybody's always in such a hurry. And, why can't you leave the allotted room between you? I don't get it. I don't get it. But Dennis does the driving, I do the complaining. Usually, my feet is sore from pushing the imaginary brake on my side of the car, usually. Isn't that about right, isn't it?
got therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Need to bleed these brakes.
I am not a good driver. I don't mind telling anybody I'm not a good driver. Who just came on? Somebody did. I missed it.
I don't know.
But
What's that?
anyways, I am not a good driver. Bad, bad driver. I once because I can't see very good. And now it's even I don't even drive at all at night when it's dark anymore. I can't. It's foolishness for all. It's foolishness for me and foolishness for whoever I would run into. It would not be a good deal. But when I was younger, I would still drive at night, but I shouldn't had even then. And goodness, I would have been in my 20s probably.
Mm-hmm.
He said people have forgotten how to drive. Well, I think that means you have to learn, Jim, to forget it. I don't know if I ever really learned thoroughly, but I went to make a see. I was coming out of a road. I was turning right, and there was a big old meridian, in the road, and it had like a ramp on it. The way it was built, it ramped up,
Taper. Yep.
tapered up. And somehow when I made that turn, I didn't see well. I turned too wide and I went right up that ramp and I had all four wheels. This is true. All four wheels off the ground. And I'm in the car and I'm hitting the accelerator and I can't figure out why it won't go. And then I look and I noticed I'm taller than everybody else. And I opened my car door and there was a pretty good sized jump I had to do to get out. It didn't ever occur to me that the car could have fell on me when I tried to get out of it. But no, it was on there pretty solid. It was
No,
weird. It
I
was
don't think
right
it.
in the middle. And I went back to where I was, which had been dropping my brother off at work. And the boss let the whole shift off of work to come down there and help me. And the guys all surrounded my car and they said 1, 2, 3, and they lifted it up off that meridian and set it on the ground. But the funny thing about it is right before they lifted it, there was cops everywhere, and the cops told them no, and they all shook their head no at the same time and picked it up, put it on the ground anyway. Not you, he said. I see people driving 100 and a 70 every day. I'm sure you do. And what's that thing called in Germany?
Autobahn.
The Autobahn. Oh, you couldn't pay me to get on that road. That is just like a nightmare for me. No way. Hi, Tabby. Good to see you. Good to see you, Tabby Smith. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm just, I'll admit that I'm not a good driver. And I don't mind admitting it. What's really bad is when people think they're a good driver and they're really not. Then it becomes very scary. Very, very, very scary. Some people just like to take unnecessary chances. Sis, I'm listening to your what? Dag burn it. Let me do it again. Oh, to your fascinating story while I'm quite quiet here in the background. Well, that's okay, Judy. Have you ever done something silly in a car? Don't make him stop the car. Well, I am really, terrible. I'll tell you something else I've done, okay? Has anybody out there ever got in the wrong car? Come on, be honest. I've done it more than once. I think I've done it 3 times in my life. Got into the wrong car. And once I got into the wrong car, and there was an old man behind the wheel, and he looked at me like he struck gold. I was younger. Oh, I made a beeline out of that car. I mean, a beeline. And I know I can't be the only one that's ever done it. I might be the only one to ever admit it. But oh, yeah, I've done it. And there one time I borrowed a car. I had some friends over, and I borrowed a car to go to the store to get some more stuff. And a friend of mine rode with me, and this car was like all beat up, and it was just terrible. But it ran, but it looked like it had been through, a war.
So I go to the store. I come out of the store. I get back in the car, and this guy comes up. The windows rolled down. The guy comes up. This guy goes, "What are you doing in my car?" And I just look up at him and I go, "No, it's not. This isn't your car." He's like, "Yes, it is." Well, I'm thinking, how could another car be so beaten up, like that? And I went to put the key in the ignition, and sure enough, it didn't work. It was his car. I was so embarrassed. I was just in a very embarrassing moment. And my friend that was with me was just cracking up laughing. It's pretty embarrassing. But it's really funny to catch somebody else getting in the wrong car. It's even better. Hey, Double ZZ, how you doing, ZZ? Margie takes turns driving. I am not a good driver. Not at all. And I don't care who knows it. I think Dennis forgot he was going to get my guitar for me. He forgot about it. Well, even just a guitar would be okay if you could tune it for me. Make sure I got a capo and a pick on it. He's so sweet. But he can see better at night. He's got these eyes. That's amazing. I think it's the Indian in him. The Cherokee, the Choctaw Shaw. It's the Choctaw in the Shaw. And he can see like crazy at night. Now, me, when I get, this is why it's so scary. When I get in the car at nighttime, it looks like I'm in a planetarium. All I see is lights. I can't really see the road. It's so bad. Let Margie take the wheel. She's the best, Ness said. Oh, Jim said that to Nez. Let Margie take the wheel. Oh, I'm really not a good driver. You remember those? They used to have them here in my hometown. Turnpikes. They were called turnpike cars. And it was a little ride at the park where you got in these little bitty cars and you had this road and you drove them. You had your pedal, your brake, and the steering wheel. That's it. They didn't do reverse. Shotgun ready. That's funny. But anyway, me and my brother went there when we were kids, and I was probably 8 and he was 7. He was a year younger than me. And he wasn't tall enough yet to drive. I mean, he could ride, but he couldn't drive. You had to be a certain height. And he was really short for his age on top of it. So he had to ride with me, and he wanted to drive one of those cars so badly. And, even in the turnpike, I was hitting, the side rails. I was hitting them left and right, trying to go around the curves. Um, it was crazy. I mean, it was really crazy. And the thing is my brother probably could have drove better, but he was stuck in the car with his sister, banging the side rails. It wasn't good. No, it wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. Now, see, I would like to be able to take the country route to go see my son. I would like to be able to take the country route, but it would take Dennis said an extra 2 hours or so. And oh, he did. He did. Oh, he did. Did you already tune it? Wow, it's
No
tuner.
tuner in it.
I gotta have a tuner.
It's pretty close, I think.
Well, I don't know. See, I don't know. I gotta back up a little bit. Can you help me back
Hold,
my?
hold. Sorry about the camera move, but there you go. And still want back?
Yeah, I gotta back up a little bit.
Mercy.
Yeah, dearie. Okay, now what's that say? Jim is very true. I don't know, man. What? That's not a
No,
tune
that's
at
not
all.
tuning. No, it's not. Sorry.
I'm gonna need a tuner. Maybe I can fix it. We'll see. This is where we are. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. All things considered. Oh, Dennis, if you could help me read this would be great. I could try. Maybe if I put my glasses on. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't played in a long time, even, all this COVID stuff. I could do an original song so I don't get struck. All the other strings, too, a string low. It could be. Let's see. I'm going to do an original song because that way I won't get,
Copyright.
copyright strike. Apparently, there's some people out there that have problem with all that stuff. So, well, I want you around me now, every night and day, and I want you to hear what my heart has to say, and I want you to be there when it's my time to play. Come on and give it all up. Come on and give it all up. Come on and give it all, baby. Oh yeah, you need to give it all up to be in that world. You gotta give it all up. Don't you give me excuses. Don't you tell me no lies. Don't make no plans. No, for lame alibis. Don't bring no cloud on my sunny sky. Come on and give it all up. Come on and give it all up. Come on and give it all, baby. Oh yeah, you need to give it all up to be in my world. You gotta give it all up. Now I'm worth every minute, and I'm worth every dime, and I'm worth every answer, time after time. I'm worth it all, baby, 'cause I'm a loving kind. Come on and give it all up. Come on and give it all up. Come on and give it all, baby. Oh yeah, you need to give it all up to be in my world. You got to give it all up to be in my world. You got to give it all up. Oh, thank you, Jim. Yeah, I was singing it. I was singing it out as much as I could. Oh, the good thing about living out here in the country, nobody's going to call the police on me. You know, somebody was explaining to Lori what a pontoon boat was. For those of you who don't know, Lori J is blind. So I will tell you, Lori, it is, she said it was like a big raft on two big tubes. That is a good way to explain it. You go kind of slow and you enjoy the stuff, on the river, lake, wherever you may be. It's kind of neat, if you like to cruise the lake or whatever. I'm a cruiser. I wonder, Kentucky Girl, were you on like Were you on like Kentucky Lake? Is that where you were? I'm wondering. You never know. Oh, there it is. We have to do this one for Kentucky Girl. Hey, it's a campfire and I'm singing. Who cares? You guys don't mind me singing around this fire, do you? I haven't done it in a bit. This one's for Kentucky Girl. You get a line and I get a pole, honey. Is that right? That don't sound right. Let's try this. See, I don't know if I'm in standard tuning. I could be in tune, but that don't mean I'm in standard tuning. You get a line and I get a pole, honey. You get a line and I get a pole, baby. You get a line and I get a pole, and I'll meet you down at the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. You don't miss the water till the well runs dry, honey. Don't miss the water till the well runs dry, baby. Don't miss the water till the well runs dry. Won't miss your gal till she says goodbye, oh honey, baby mine. You get a line and I get a pole, honey. You get a line and I get a pole, baby. You get a line and I get a pole, and I'll meet you down at the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. When I see you come, I'm gonna open my window, honey. When I see you come, I'm gonna open my window, baby. I see you coming, I'll open the windows high. See you, your head and cry, oh honey, baby mine. You get a line and I get a pole, honey. You get a line and I get a pole, baby. You get a line and I get a pole, and I'll meet you down at the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. Wake up, you slept too late this morning, honey. Wake up, you slept too late this evening, baby. Wake up, baby, you slept too late, and the crawdad waking done past her feet, honey, baby mine. You get a line and I get a pole, honey. Get a line and I get a pole, baby. You get a line and I get a pole, and I'll meet you down at the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. Honey, baby mine. Yeah, old fishing song. Somebody's got to type something, because somebody typed when I was singing, and well, I couldn't read and sing at the same time. So I'm a little hoarse. It's been a long time since I sang.
Sang much.
Yeah, I know it. Usually I do, but I haven't here lately.
You've been covidly unemployed.
I've been covidly unemployed, didn't it say? Mhm. We did play for a anniversary.
Yeah.
Thanks for that drink, love. Is anybody still with me, or did I sing y'all away? I don't know. I got somebody who's probably like Nez Lover. She's went live on the phone all the time. I don't know how to make it where I can see my chat unless somebody
You got
types.
5 in here, 13 lights.
Okay, well, if somebody types, then I
Huh?
can see what they're
I
saying,
don't know
but
what that is. What's
I don't
that?
know how to blow it up. Oh, there it goes. I don't know what you did, but maybe you did something to make it work. All right, let's see. Okay, I got you. Uh huh. See those music notes? Crawdads, Jim says, are good eating. Wow. You know, my son, what's he does that?
Take some of that.
Um,
Yeah.
he does that crawdad bisque. Yeah, my oldest boy eats that. Well, you be well too. I'm glad you're here. You're welcome, Lori. I'm glad I was able to explain to you what a pontoon deck was. I bet you would enjoy that. You know, getting on a pontoon boat. I'm all about that. You know, I'm a cruiser on the lake. When I was a kid, you know, I was raised by my grandparents, and they had a relative, my grandma did, that had a cottage out on the lake. They had a pontoon boat. And sometimes we would go out there and they'd play cards, and well, I could jump in and, you know, swim and get back in and out of it all the time. You know, back then, Indiana's got some pretty, well, they still do, has some really muddy looking, murky water. And the hard thing about it is water moccasin, because they can be there and you can't see them and you can run into them. There's been people that's been, you know, killed that way, running into like a nest of them. Uh, the water's, you know, nasty. But, you know, back then nobody thought nothing of it. And nobody really got sick from swimming in those rivers and lakes. And I'm close to the Wabash River and the Tippecanoe River. I've swam in both of them. But now I don't think I would. There's just too many crazy things out there that people are getting. You know, even what was that flesh eating disease that people got when they went to Myrtle Beach or some crazy stuff? It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, it was. My husband, he left me out here in the dark. Ooh. Oh, I live in a really nice area. I'm so thankful for it. Mm. I'm just a few miles out of town, but not too much. I'm still close enough I can get there pretty quick. You know, I wish that I could just, you know, like beam over to Ohio, beam over. That'd be great. I watched too much Star Trek when I was a kid. Spoiled us all, didn't it? Spoiled us all. Hmm. Well, let's see what else I got here. What else can I do? Hmm. Been a long time. Huh. What's up, Buttercup? It's funny, you know, we've played music for so long, and right now I can't think of anything. Ain't that crazy? Oh, yes, it's crazy, all right. See. Okay, I could do that. Are you eating a popsicle?
Mm-hmm.
My husband loves them. Lives off popsicles, I think. Okay, let's see. This song is a true story, and it's a song I really lived. You know, really lived it. So, my mother-in-law is nosy. I see her every day. She lives right next door to me and never goes away. She's my mother-in-law and in-law and in-law, an in-law. Well, it's none of your business. But her name, it's Marshall, it's Marshall, it's Marshall. I I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Some people say it's disrespectful, but really it isn't. I mean, it isn't because she actually shot at my son and she actually shot at my dog. And if the worst thing I do is write a song about it, well, come on. Really? 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 Somebody shoot at your kids, what are you going to do? I bet you're going to do more than write a song about it. But when we lived on this mountain, if I would have called the cops, it was kind of like, well, it's kind of like the night the lights went out in Georgia. They would have took me to jail. I mean, Dennis's family had a lot of political connections, so I don't think I could have done anything but leave. But it was pretty while we lived there. The mountains was really pretty, and we had a whole bunch of crawdads behind our trailer. We did. We had freshwater springs. It was really nice. But one time we had an ice storm, and well, it was just bad. It was really, really bad. Because you're on the mountain, and we didn't have any electricity for 2 weeks. Took out all kinds of stuff. All the trees freezing and falling, and it was really crazy. It was at Christmas time, too. We had no electric. We had oil lamps, and we sat there at the table and we played dominoes by the oil lamps. Yeah, I remember. I remember this. Huh?
You just baked 500 cookies.
Oh, yeah, I just baked 500 cookies. Yeah. I didn't know, we were going to have an ice storm, but I baked 500 cookies. And that's all my kids had to eat for a bit because we had no electric. At first, they thought it was great because every cookie came out bakery quality. It was really good. But, if that's all you have for cookies for a few days, you get to where you really don't want any cookies. Even Rent Jams got tired of cookies, which is hard to believe because he loved his cookies. There's only two people. I don't even know who's here. Who's here? Let me know. There's only two people. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I guess I'm boring everybody.
Yeah. Well,
They're not used to me going live either. Haven't been
you
doing
haven't
it for
been
a
live
while.
in forever.
Yeah. Who's here? Can you let me know? Aha. There we go. God bless. Not much you. Funny song. I gotta go. Love you and looking forward to the next live. Thank you, Judy Turner. Thank you so much. How did you do that, Dennis? Oh, I see how to do it. How wonderful. Okay, Jim Adams said take care, so I think he left. And Lori might still be here. I don't know who's still here. Lori, are you still here? If you're still here, Lori J, type something so I know you're still here. Yep, she's still here. And Judy's going to leave me. She says, take care, everyone. God bless. Well, God bless you too, Judy. Keep on smiling and keep bringing all that joy that you bring. You're really wonderful. God bless you. God bless you. So now it's just me and Lori J. And she likes this song, so I'm going to do one more song just for her. Yeah, because she likes this. Lori, I'm going to do this one just for you. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. It is grace that has brought me safe thus far, and it's grace is gonna lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we have no less days to sing God's praise than when we had first begun. There you go, Lori. Good night. Everybody have a wonderful night and God bless you. Keep smiling, keep expecting the best of people, and keep doing the best you can. Good night.